All right, what's going on? Welcome back to episode 2 of Cargo Van Business Journey that I'm on. I'm just going to really quickly go over some of the pros and cons of this job that you need to know, as well as the gig apps that I use right now for work. I do it full time. There's two apps that I use, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, and I do it full time, and they're all local. And then obviously, once I get my MC active, which that's what I'm waiting on, I'm gonna start running loads to see how that is. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I'll be doing local and out of state. Out of state, that's where the money's at. So just gonna briefly go over that because I don't want this video to be super long, and there's a lot of content on YouTube on this subject anyways. So basically, pros and cons, it's pretty simple. Obviously, when you're an independent contractor, you're your own boss. You decide when you work, when you're off, what days you're off, when you take vacation. I mean, nobody could tell you what to do. So I love it. I've never had this experience before, and I do not want to go back to a regular 9 to 5. So having this freedom is awesome. You know, my kids, they have a game or an event at school or field trip. I'm there. Like, I don't have to miss anything. So that's awesome. Obviously, the cons to that is if you're a W-2 employee, your job, they give you paid vacation. With this job, independent contractor, when you're off, you're off. Like, there's no money coming in. So you definitely got to think about that. So paid vacation, paid sick time. When you're a W-2 employee, you get benefits, healthcare, dental, all that good stuff, retirement, workers' comp. So those are all things you got to think about. As an independent contractor and a trucker, a driver, you actually can get workers' comp. You'd have to pay for it through your insurance. I personally don't have it. I don't think I need it. I have a backup plan, so I'm actually going to be training my wife to drive as well. So anytime that I'm off or I can't work, I'm sick, she can take the wheel and money's still coming in, and it's all ours. I don't have to split it with a driver or nothing like that. So pros and cons, independent contractor, you're your own boss. W-2 employee, they tell you when to work, how much money you can make, all that good stuff. That sucks. The other part of the pros and cons is maintenance. So your vehicle is your vehicle. So you're gonna pay for the maintenance, you're gonna pay for gas. It's your vehicle, so you need that thing up and running. Anytime it's out of commission, that's how you make money. So you need that vehicle to be in good condition. You need to take care of it. And you definitely got to save for maintenance. W-2 employee, I used to be a box truck driver for a bed delivery company, deliver expensive beds. And I drove a box truck that I didn't have to pay for the gas. I had a gas card. I didn't pay the lease for it. It's a free truck that I use, so I keep all the profits. It's different when you're an independent contractor. You got to definitely think about those expenses. So that's some of the pros and cons with that. Really, it's not too much more other than that. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Obviously, you know what you're giving up, but I think the reward is greater than the cons. Like, you can't really think about that. You just got to know that, hey, I'm about to make money. Like, I'm about to do this. You got to go all in. And that's what I did. I'm loving it right now. So like I said, I don't want to talk about that too much because, like I said, there's a lot of content on YouTube, and I don't want to make these videos too long because if you're like me, I hate watching videos that's 20, 30 minutes long. So I'm going to get into the apps that I use. So I used to use 3 apps. One is Freight, which that's the one that I stopped doing. I'm sure you probably heard of it. Every city is different. So some cities are busier than others. Like, I'm in San Antonio, so Freight is busy out here, but I just cannot get an order. Like, I tried it for 2 weeks, and I'm sure if you do read the reviews on it, everyone complains that you just can't get orders. Like, they'll come on your phone and you just can't click on them, or you're not fast enough. They disappear instantly. It was very frustrating. I don't want to work like that, so I just canceled it. I deactivated my account. I didn't have any luck. I did get lucky 1 or 2 times where I actually did get an order, and I was en route, and it disappeared. They took it away. I don't know what happened. I think they said like the shipper canceled, and then the other time they said that another driver clicked on it faster than me. I'm like, how is that possible when it went to me and I was en route, and then it disappeared like 5 minutes later? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, so I didn't want to deal with that anymore. You may have a different experience. I'm not gonna, say don't try them or anything like that, but definitely do your research, read reviews on these apps, because that's what I did. I read these reviews and they're very important. The app that I use the most is Dispatch, or Dispatch It. Dispatch is my go-to. That's like, I consider that my 9 to 5. That's my bread and butter out here in San Antonio. It's actually, to me, it's pretty busy. I think it could be busier, but it's enough for me to make it. Like I'm working Monday through Friday. Every day I'm getting loads. They start early in the morning. I'll get a load at 7 in the morning and head out, and I'll be home at like 12, 1 o'clock, and I'm done for the day. My goal is to make $200 a day. That's $1,200 a week, and you could definitely do that with Dispatch. So it depends on where you live. I've had days where I made, $110, and I've had days where I made $400. Like, it's all, hit and miss, and it's really easy. I mostly deliver paint from PPG and Sherwin-Williams paint. And then there's also an electronics store that I deliver a lot for. I deliver TVs and electronics. But simple stuff like that. And, I'm making a living off of it. And I'm actually starting to like this more than, I don't even know if I want to do loads right now, because I'm local. I'm close to home. I'm not putting a lot of miles on my van. They're easy stop. You can do it by yourself. You can take your wife with you, girlfriend, friend, whatever. And, easy money. The orders are like $50, $60, $70 per order. I just do like 3 or 4 a day and I'm done. So that's my bread and butter, Dispatch. The other one I use is GoShare. GoShare, what I've done mostly, I've done small deliveries like little paint cans, stuff like that. But it's mostly like, so far it's been like furniture. So people will buy a big bulky item from Costco or from, let's say, Living Spaces, which is real popular out here. And they'll buy a sofa that won't fit in their car. So they'll hire you to deliver it. So GoShare, I like it. I like the way the app works. You can actually book a load prior, like the day before, or even a couple days before. It's pretty easy. They actually have helpers as well. So you're a driver, you have the cargo van, you're gonna make the most money, and then you'll have a helper. So someone else who, they drive their regular car, they'll meet you at the customer's house just to help you unload, or to assemble something. So that one's not quite as busy out here. I probably do like maybe 2 a week, but it's just extra money. Like I said, I rely on Dispatch. That's kind of like my 9 to 5. I keep the app on throughout the day, and once I'm done working, I shut it off, and then the next morning I turn it back on at 7 in the morning, and I'm getting orders coming in. So that's the 2 that I recommend. I don't know if they're in every state, but wherever you're at, just do your research, see if they're in your state, and when you get your van, you're ready to go. That's definitely a great source of income. Like I said, you might not be as successful as I am. Like I said, every city is different. Your experience might be different, but I highly recommend Dispatch and GoShare. You can get free to try. I also have Curry and Bungie. So those are 2 that I signed up for, but they're not in San Antonio yet. A lot of these companies, they like to get drivers first, and then they'll, get you on board. It might take a couple months before those kick off, but I just, I'm trying everything. But yeah, if you get about 2 or 3 apps in your area, you can literally live off that. You'll make enough money. So anyways, like I said, I don't want to keep this video too long. I'm ready to start showing you what I actually do, bring you kind of like a ride along. and that's what I'm gonna do on the next video. So any questions, whatever, I'll be reading comments and stuff. I'll try to answer whatever questions you have, because like I said, I'm assuming the people watching these videos are people that were like me. Like, I didn't have a clue what to do, where to start. I'm gonna show you all that. So eventually I'm gonna get to that content where I'm gonna show you step by step what you should do and how much everything's gonna cost, how much money you're gonna make, estimate. And that way you'll be able to know for sure if you want to go ahead and dive in and do this. But I highly recommend it. Like I said, the best part about it is being your own boss. Like, just working whenever you want to, being off when you want to. Like, there's nothing like that. Like, I wouldn't trade that for nothing. So, all right, I'll catch y'all on the next one.